I know one of the things Jonathan Budd is doing is, and I think this was genius on his part, is the blog that he created. I think it's onlinemlmsecrets.com. You know, everywhere you look, you find that blog. You search a company, and he's like number one in the search engines for his blog, and he's got some sort of a video or review on that company already, you know, and so he's just, you know, he's doing really good. But, you know, is there anything you know of that these guys do that they don't share on a regular basis that, you know, you could share with us? Any specific, you know, special keywords they use in their pay-per-click campaigns or what?
Well, actually, when it comes to Google AdWords, it's like a one-time thing, you know, because if you set up a campaign right, you can leave it there like for months, for years. If you buy the right words and if you actually target the right keywords, and I use a lot of negative keywords to avoid people searching for something that I don't want I don't want my ad to appear. And but actually, their trick is not about Google AdWords. Their trick is on the other end, their capture pages and the video, because they actually have CTRs. I mean, click-through rates of about 3%, 4%, and I personally have CTRs of 7%, 8%.
Wow.
But actually, those CTRs are nothing. I actually don't care about those CTRs. What I care is about conversion rates. What I care is of people looking at watching my video, my capture page, and leaving their names. That conversion rate is the thing I want the most. And Google actually, they measure everything. They not only measure the relevance between the keywords on your lead capture page and the ad. What I use like 20 different lead capture pages, because I have a different capture page for every company. I have one for Herbalife, I have one for Agile, I have one for Manavi, one for everything, because I want to be as relevant as possible. And the other thing, and I have, of course, the name of the company, that is the keyword that I'm buying, like 4 times in the capture page. But one trick that I use and has like boosted up my conversion rates, not my CTR, my conversion rates of people who are subscribing, is that at the end of the lead capture page, I put a lot of links about the company. So if I'm talking about Herbalife, to mention one company, I put in the footer of my lead capture page, I put different websites or different words hyperlinked to different websites about Herbalife. And why do I do that? Because Google is saying, well, this lead capture page is all over the place, because when they check the capture page, they can check that there are a lot of different keywords, because there are some words in the footer of the lead capture page that are pointed out to other websites that are talking about the same keyword. So it's like a whole net, you know.
Right.
So that's one strategy that I used, that I did it like to know what was going to happen, and then it turned out to be great, because Google thinks that a lot of websites are supposedly inbound linking my capture page, and there are just the main website of Herbalife and a couple of blogs of Herbalife, and I have that same strategy in all my capture pages.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm learning from this stuff too. I mean, I'm not a big pay-per-click guy. I do a lot of pay-per-click, but it's not the number one thing that I do. I definitely don't have all my eggs in one basket, but pay-per-click isn't my main marketing strategy. And I know, Eric, for you it is, and so I'm picking up a lot of this stuff, and it all makes perfect sense. One of the things that what you just said about putting relevant links with the keywords, the name of the company at the bottom of your page, like for example, if you wrote a review on Monavi or Herbalife, you can put that in a link at the bottom of your page. And I completely agree. Google wants to give people relevant content. They want to give their searchers, their viewers relevant content. So when you even got links that are sent out, to different places on the internet, given more value and more information on that specific keyword, it makes perfect sense why they would really, really, really just love your capture page and want to, do create things that and push way up to the top of the board. That's a really, really good tip.
Absolutely. That's what I learned from these guys that they're killing. And another thing I learned just like a couple of days ago, and it makes perfect sense, is that the content of the landing page or the lead capture page has to be like straight. The first thing is your video. I have like a 3-minute video. Everybody has like a 1 minute and a half, 2-minute videos. But the thing is that in the first 10 seconds, what you have to do is tell your prospect what you're gonna give them if they enter their name. Like,
yes.
Do not start like saying, "Hello, my name is Eric Gamio, and I want to thank you for being here. And I've been in network marketing for like 6 years, and I've been struggling." No. The first thing you want to say is, "Hello. Here you're going to learn how to lose that list about family and friends and start making attraction marketing work for you, getting 20 leads a day."
Exactly.
And that's bam.
Yeah. Yeah, once you got them captured, they're going to wait, and they're actually going to wait for you till the end of your video. They're going to watch it all the way through. Then you can tell them about yourself and, who you are and your story and all that stuff, and, bring in that whole attraction method into play. But you're right. People have that, natural, just selfish aspect to them where they want to know what they're going to get or they're out. So, exactly.
I know.
That's really right. Definitely. Well, hey, Eric, one of the things you mentioned, too, was, you make multiple capture pages, and for each capture page, for each, set of keywords or whatever, you'll do a new capture page, like specifically, for a one company. You'll do a specific capture page for that one company. Now, do you use a 7-figure networker or MLM System Pro for this specifically, or do you also, or rather, create your own capture pages using some sort of a software out there on the internet, or do them yourself?
Actually, it's a funny thing because I hired a programmer and a designer to make my 20 capture pages and my blog and my everything, and to buy me a host and everything. The thing is that my programmer and my designer copied exactly the same design of the 7-figure networker. So the thing is that actually when I started doing this strategies about attraction marketing, the thing that you're gonna get is a lot of people saying, "Hey, I like that, and I want to do it myself," and I cannot tell these people, "Okay, you had to hire this programmer, you have to hire this designer, you have to pay like $500. That will not duplicate. So
right.
The thing I had to do is talk to Jonathan and told him, "Man, I have my system, but I have to buy yours anyway because I have to make this duplicated." And actually, I actually use a couple of lead capture pages from the 7-figure networker just to get a hold of the system to know how it works, so I can sell it. Because I can't sell something that I don't use, but I actually still use a lot of other lead capture pages. But a system is the most effective thing to tell people. Just plug in this system. It's like $50 a month, and you don't have to hire a designer or a programmer or anything.
Right, and I think that's a really good point too. You even though you're someone who knows how to go out there and you have the experience and the knowledge and the money to put into hiring a programmer and all that stuff and developers, a lot of other people won't. And if you're someone who can either create a system that, does all this stuff for your team and your people, it duplicates these sites, they can go out there and do the same thing you're doing. Or if you can give them a system, that's where you're going to make your money, and that's where you're going to have, massive success where everybody on your team, all your students and whoever's working with you can go ahead and duplicate what you're doing and, replicate that success. And I think that's a very, very good point because, not even if you can go out there and create your own stuff, you might find that you're going to build a six-figure income, but if you can't turn around and help those other people below you do the same thing, with a very, very simple manner, you're going to have massive, massive problems, and, you might lose that income before long, or just have a heavy heart because of that experience. And I had to learn some of that stuff the hard way. I'm definitely a person who wants to help people, whether or not I actually gain anything from that. And when I started to see that I was building systems and making money without being able to help other people, use my same system because I didn't know how to replicate the sites and do all that stuff. It was a hard thing for me. So that's a lesson you want to learn now before you make that same mistake. I think that's extremely important.